Hi there, welcome to Camping Secrets on a lovely summer's day in July with the rain pouring down. That's the UK for you. Today I wanted to review this. It's a great bit of kit. I'm just going to get it out of the way. It's the Helinox Cot Lite. It's a portable bed and you can use, because it's so lightweight, around 1.2 kilograms, you can take this backpacking. Doesn't take up much room in your backpack. It's about 53 centimeters by 13 centimeters round, so pretty small, smaller than most tents really. 1.2 kilograms. It sounds quite a lot for ultra lightweight backpacking, but if you're not walking that far, I think it's usable and the comfort is very, very high. I've had inflatable sleeping pads that have been over the weight of this thing. For instance, the Empire Monster Light that I often use is 1.5 kilograms, which is a lot for a sleeping pad. Let's just have a look at the weight. I've got some scales on me and just check that it stacks up with what they say. So let's just get the scales on. Oh, 1.3 kilograms. So it's actually 100 grams heavier than what Helinox say. But 1.3 kilograms is still pretty good. So how does this work? Let's take it out. It's an ingenious design, I've got to say. Nice carry stuff sack. So it comes with 4 main poles, which make the legs underneath the bed. Let's get rid of the stuff sack. You have the main nylon fabric of the bed, and you have the side poles as well. And it takes around 3 minutes to set up, but this material has been very, very durable. Helinox have put the instructions for setting it up printed on the side, but it's really, really straightforward. You basically have some slots on each side of the length of the bed, which you slide through these poles, these aluminium poles. Just extend these, and they've got shock cords inside, which basically bring them together really nicely. And you'll notice you've got some little plastic hoops around the middle, and they are really important for attaching the legs later on. So let's get both of those set up. And then we need to slide them into the sides of the material. And this can be a little bit fiddly. Because there are gaps down the side and you can easily just get a bit out of kilter, but you've just got to thread them through. So I'll come back once that's done. Okay, that's the first one in. Let's get the second one in. Now the great thing about this bed is you can do this setup inside your tent. So if it's raining, you can basically just get your tent set up and then climb in, which is a nice feeling. The last thing you want to be doing is pumping up a sleeping mat whilst getting drenched. And you just hook the top of this bit of material over the end, and that secures it in. So now we just lay out the bed. You can see that those plastic hoops are now sticking. It's like a sail, this. You can see the plastic hoops are now protruding from here, so 2 of the legs clip on into the middle. Let's get these legs set up. So So they're stored like this with elastic bands actually, but you don't really need those. But I like to keep things as they're delivered. You basically set up the legs like that. So that's the underside of the leg. So this is the feet that go on the ground, and that clips up onto this bit. So we just do this for each leg. Another one there. Keep them symmetrical. And then the final leg here. Right, now we have to clip the legs onto the bed itself. So you can actually use any of the legs in any of the positions. If I just show you up here, you can see there's a little groove inside the clip, and that it clips onto the little plastic hoop that I showed you before. So I find it's best to do the middle ones first. You can see we've got this plastic hoop here, and essentially you just clip the leg onto that hoop, and you can check that it doesn't move, and then you just got to use a bit of strength here to bend it with your body weight so that the leg just clips underneath. So that's the only tricky bit of this, just bend it, putting enough strength on it so that the leg slightly bends, and then you can clip it in. So you can see now that the first leg is there and it doesn't move because you've got that hoop inside the clip. And then it's just a case of putting the next one on, hooking this in. That one doesn't move. Now we're cooking on gas. And then the final one, there's no plastic hoops here, so this can move, but what you find is it's under so much tension that it doesn't move. So it still doesn't move. I don't know why they didn't just put the hoops on each position. I guess that's cost saving or something. But we're getting to the end now. And there we go. There's the bed. So what I really like about this is the material, first off, is rough. I'm not saying super rough, but it's not slippery. Often with sleeping pads, if you've got any slight tilt on the ground that you're sleeping in or sleeping on, you can sort of slide down the mat. But with this, even on an incline, because of that lovely texture on this fabric, you don't slide. When I first got the bed, I was worried about the feet on the bottom. I thought if I was lying on, soft ground, they might sink in, but I've never had a problem with that. I was also worried about the base of my tent, that these legs would maybe rip through the base of the tent. But what they've done, Helinox, is put a sort of curved chamfer on the plastic feet. And because there's 8 feet in total, it's enough to spread your weight and basically avoid any sort of ripping or sinking or anything. The ground is really soft today, so let's pop this down and just show you. I'm 6'3" and there is plenty of room for me. Great for sunbathing as well. If only we had some sun. Please God, let the sun come out. They're really comfortable. You can lie like a penguin, straight down, if you like to sleep like this, or you can go on your side quite easily. They do sell a cover to go on top of this, because I think in the winter when I've used it, you can get airflow underneath and you may chill from below, but you can buy a separate cover, or you could put a sleeping pad on top with an R rating, decent R rating, and then your sleeping bag on top. But for summer months, the cot is very comfortable and you don't overheat too much. Because the fabric bends a little bit, it takes your weight and sort of You're suspended between two side rails, a bit like a suspension bridge. It's essentially a hammock, and you are suspended and very, very comfortable on your side. There's a little bit of noise as you move around, but nothing excessive. If it was really hot, you could just sleep like this without a sleeping bag, I think. But yeah, it's more comfy than a sleeping pad in my mind. So I think if you're under 6'3" or under, there's no problems with length. My head is just about at the end and my feet are still on. I think if you're over 6'3", either your head or your feet would drop off the end. So I'm just about the right fit for this, the maximum length, I would say. Now, Helinox are a very well-known brand in the world of ultralight camping gear, and as a result of that, their products do tend to be on the pricier side of things, but they are good quality. I've seen a review on YouTube where the guy has used one of these for 8 years, and if something's that good and something's durable, I don't mind paying a little over the odds. So let's get to the crux of it. How much is this? So at the time of writing, you can pick up the Cot Lite from Helinox for £270, which does sound a lot considering, you know, a sleeping pad, an inflatable sleeping pad, you know, a decent one is probably 160, 170 from Thermarest. So it's another £100 on top. And you cannot use this in the really freezing winter weather. That being said, I typically don't go wild camping in Arctic conditions. For summer camping or 2 to 3 season camping, this is good. And it feels so light. Obviously, when it's packed up and in your rucksack, 1.2 to 1.3 kilograms can be, you know, more than you want to budget towards your sleeping pad or bed. But as I said before, for shorter trips, shorter walks, you know, you may want to consider having this. But when you pay that much money, you expect good customer service. This has got a 5-year warranty as standard, but I know for a fact, through personal experience and through my friends, if something goes wrong, even outside of that warranty period, Helinox are a great brand and they really care about their products. And I've known many people have repairs done or extra parts sent through if they break, and that doesn't happen very often, to be honest. But I know you can rely on Helinox, and I haven't been sent this by Helinox. It's my own bed and paid for with my own cash. Dismantling the bed is in some ways even easier than putting it up. You've got these little points on the legs here, and Helinox say basically put your weight on it and compress the leg downwards, and then it easily pops out. And you just do that for all 4 legs. So you can see taking it down is very, very quick indeed. So that's your legs done, and then you just need to get the sidebars out. So it's just a case of pulling them out like that, dismantling the poles, same on the other side, pull it through. I mean, this is effortless. And what I tend to do is get those sidebar poles. They're so light, and I just wrap these up in the fabric really nice and simple, this. And then that is basically it. And then the base parts, just you pull them there so that they simply fold over, and then you can use, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can just put the elastic band over these to hold it in like that. And the same on the other side. And you just do that for each leg. And then they all go in the stuff sack together. Very, very quick and easy, that. Grab the bed, stick it in with the poles. You know, that's less than 2 minutes to pack away. Absolutely nothing. And no more difficult than a sleeping pad. There we go, neatly in. So that's the Helinox Cot Lite. What do I make of it? Well, I said at the start, I think this is a great bit of kit if you can afford it. £270 for a bed sounds excessive, but this thing will last a long, long time. It's durable. They're a great brand, and I haven't been paid to say that. I can say it hand on heart. I use this a lot for wild camping. It is my go-to camping bed. If you're interested in checking out the price, sometimes it's on a deal. So check out my link in the description and see if it's any cheaper than the 270. But if you can afford the 270, I really recommend this bed. It's light as a feather. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more camping reviews and wild camping videos, please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be seeing you soon. So bye for now, and thanks for watching. See ya.